Can you believe that the rusted steel box that carried sneakers from Shanghai is now someone's penthouse? Not a tiny backyard unit, not a weekend cabin. I mean a full multi-story tower, stacked 6 stories into the sky, with rooftop solar, rainwater systems, loft-style apartments, and city views, built almost entirely from repurposed shipping containers. And right now, in 2026, architects around the world are in a race to push this even higher. We're talking 9 stories, then 12, then who knows, a full-blown container skyscraper on the horizon. Today, I'm taking you inside the buildings that are making this real. The engineers who said it couldn't be done, the record-breaking projects that prove them wrong, and what the inside of a container high-rise actually looks and feels like to live in. This is not a concept. This is not a render. This is happening. And by the end of this video, you will never look at a shipping container the same way again. Before we dive in, if you're new here, this channel is all about the future of alternative housing. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a build. And stay with me until the very end. I've got a look at a proposed 20-story project that could genuinely change the way we think about city living. All right, let's go. To understand why people are stacking containers into the sky, you first have to understand what a shipping container actually is, and why it is one of the most underrated engineering achievements in history. A standard 40-foot high cube container is roughly 40 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 9.5 feet tall. It is made of Corten steel, a weathering steel designed to resist corrosion even after years at sea. These things are built to be stacked 9 units high on a cargo ship, carrying a maximum gross weight of 67,200 pounds each in the middle of a Category 5 ocean storm. Each empty container weighs around 8,500 pounds. The magic is in the corners, reinforced cast steel fittings that handle enormous compression loads. Structurally speaking, the bones for a skyscraper are already there. In 2026, there are an estimated 17 million shipping containers in circulation. At any given time, roughly 6 million are sitting idle. These one-trip or retired units are what builders are now using as Lego blocks for the sky. The average cost of a used 40-foot container in 2026 sits between $2,500 and $4,500. A one-trip unit, essentially brand new, runs between $6,000 and $8,000. While the raw steel is cheap, the real value is the time saved. Because what started as a niche housing experiment has now gone vertical. Downtown Phoenix, Arizona, 3rd Street and McKinley. Architect Brian Stark and his firm Local Studio created what remains one of the most ambitious container projects in the U.S. A 6-story, 85-foot residential tower built from 64 repurposed shipping containers. They called it IDA on McKinley. The numbers are staggering. 64 containers. 615,000 pounds of existing steel that did not have to be manufactured from scratch. 18 units, including 2-story loft-style apartments with unobstructed city views. But IDA is a tech showcase. The entire rooftop is wrapped in solar panels. It uses a 3,000-gallon rainwater collection tank and bioswales to filter stormwater. There is even a solar-shaded canopy over the sidewalk that feeds clean energy to ground floor tenants. Brian Stark's argument for sustainability is simple. The carbon cost of this steel was paid years ago on a cargo ship crossing the Pacific. By using it as walls and floors, you're locking that carbon away instead of smelting new or... And what about that Phoenix heat? Stark used a frying pan logic. Steel heats fast, but cools fast. By painting the exterior a highly reflective white and using high-performance insulation, the building meets Phoenix's climate action plan in over 60 different ways. Across the Atlantic, London pushed even higher. In Whitechapel, standing as a beacon of regeneration, is 118 Vallance Road. Designed by Padalab Architecture, this 9-story structure is the tallest shipping container office building ever built. At 26 meters tall, it beat out the famous Freitag store in Zurich for the world record. The design moves away from the stacked boxes look. Padalab used a unified cladding and glazed balconies to make it red like a contemporary office. But inside, the corrugated metal reminds you of its industrial soul. The financial incentive here was massive. Padalab projected the building would cost roughly 30% less in shell construction than a traditional build. In London's hyper-expensive property market, that 30% margin is the difference between a project being impossible and highly profitable. It also achieved a BREEAM Excellent rating, proving that high-density modular builds can be just as green as they are tall. This is where the reality check comes in. How do you stop a 9-story stack of steel boxes from swaying in the wind? In its native form, a container carries loads through its 4 corner posts. But when you go above 3 or 4 stories, you hit 2 major hurdles: lateral forces and code compliance. Both IDA and Vallance Road use a hybrid system. Think of the containers as the flesh and a secondary internal steel framework as the skeleton. This exoskeleton manages the wind loads and seismic activity that containers weren't originally designed for. Then there's the insulation. Raw steel has 0 R value. To make these livable, builders in 2026 use closed-cell spray foam or structural insulated panels (SIPs). This creates a thermal break, preventing the sweating or condensation that can rot a container from the inside out. In the U.S., the 2021 and 2024 International Residential Codes, Section 3115, finally provided a roadmap for these builds. However, current codes make it very difficult to go above 6 stories without switching to a concrete core hybrid. The ceiling for a pure container stack is being pushed, but the engineering must be professional grade. No DIY here. What is it actually like to live in a tin can in the sky? Surprisingly quiet. Corten steel is dense, and when combined with thick insulation, these units actually have better acoustic performance than many cheap wood frame apartments. The biggest trade-off is the width. After you add insulation and drywall, a standard container gives you about 7 feet 4 inches of usable interior width. It rewards minimalism and punishes clutter. You aren't getting wide-open floor plans. You're getting a long, efficient gallery of space. But for the residents at IDA, the industrial chic, aesthetic, exposed steel, and raw material honesty feels premium. It feels like a piece of history that has been reimagined for the future. So what's next? The conversation in 2026 is moving toward infill modularism. Imagine a 20-story concrete shelf where finished container units are slid into place like drawers in a cabinet. This allows for the height of Skyscraper with the speed and recycled benefits of a container. Every container reused saves roughly 3,700 kilograms of steel for being smelted. At the scale of a 20-story building, the carbon savings are astronomical. The world's first true container, Skyscraper, exceeding 15 stories, is currently on the drawing boards in cities like Vancouver and Amsterdam. It's no longer a question of if, but when. From a freight box to a 9-story record breaker in London, the shipping container has officially left the ocean and claimed the skyline. If you found this valuable, hit the like button and tell me in the comments. Would you live on the 20th floor of a container tower? What's the one thing that would make or break the deal for you? I read every comment. I'll see you in the next build.